He was called the Angel of Death. Charles Cullen, a quiet, polite nurse who moved from hospital to hospital across New Jersey and Pennsylvania. No one could have imagined that behind his calm smile was a man who saw himself as a merciful God, deciding who should live and who should die. By the time he was caught, he may have killed more than 400 patients, making him one of the most prolific serial killers in modern history. Charles Cullen was born in 1960 in New Jersey, the youngest of 8 children in a poor Catholic family. His father died when Charles was just 7 months old, and his mother, his only source of affection, was killed in a car accident when he was 17. After her death, something in him shattered. He attempted suicide multiple times. He later joined the U.S. Navy, but his behavior became erratic. He was bullied, humiliated, and eventually discharged. By his early 20s, Cullen turned to nursing, a career that gave him access to both life and death. In 1988, at St. Barnabas Medical Center, a patient suddenly coded and died after a routine IV. Cullen had injected digoxin, a powerful heart medication that can stop the heart in seconds. He later confessed that it was his first murder. No one suspected him. The death was ruled natural. And just like that, he discovered a method of killing that was silent, invisible, and almost impossible to detect. Over the next 16 years, Charles Cullen moved through 9 different hospitals, each time leaving a trail of unexplained deaths. Hospitals noticed strange spikes in patient deaths, missing medications, and tampered IV bags. But instead of reporting him to the police, they quietly let him go, afraid of lawsuits and bad publicity. Each time Cullen was asked to resign, he simply walked out and was hired somewhere else within weeks. He exploited a broken system, one where medical staff could slip through the cracks, even after suspicious deaths. And all the while, he believed he was helping his victims, ending their suffering, granting them peace. But many of those he killed weren't terminal. Some were recovering. He wasn't merciful. He was playing God. Everything changed when he started working at Somerset Medical Center. There, he befriended Amy Loughran, a fellow nurse, compassionate, smart, and completely unaware that her friend was a serial killer. But Amy started noticing the pattern: mysterious deaths, missing digoxin, and computer logs showing Cullen accessing patients he wasn't assigned to. When police approached her, she agreed to help, at great personal risk. In 2003, she secretly wore a wire and met Cullen at a diner. Her gentle questions led him to confess, first hesitantly, then completely. After 16 years of hidden killings, the Angel of Death was finally caught. Cullen confessed to 29 murders, but investigators believe the real number may exceed 400. He couldn't remember all the names, all the faces. He said he killed to end suffering, but when pressed, he admitted that sometimes he just felt compelled to do it. He was sentenced to 11 consecutive life terms with no possibility of parole. During court hearings, he mocked victims' families and whispering, "Your Honor, you need to step down," over and over until he was restrained. Even in chains, he seemed detached, like a man who still believed he was right. Charles Cullen wasn't a monster hiding in the shadows. He was a nurse, trusted, respected, and unseen. His story isn't just about evil. It's about the fragility of systems meant to protect us and how easily compassion can be weaponized. He claimed he ended suffering, but what he really ended was trust. Watch the full story.